Testing. It looks like we got my mic back, so that's cool. Um, and now I need to see chat. Can tell that there's, I think I see Effie, but it's very small, so I can't right now. Hi y'all. Please be patient. Y'all, I don't know. I feel like I'm like such a failure at this every time, and I don't know how to make it better. Okay, I see it. I see that now. Hey Effie, hey Nugget, hey Creative. Yes, we are onto the coloring. Yeah, so for some reason, I'm not sure why, but every time I try to stream using Xena, for some strange reason, the microphone like doesn't want to get picked up. Like the Siren Mini, it just it doesn't want to get picked up and have to keep unplugging it and replugging it multiple times over, so very strange. That's a little bit better. This is not a failure. Computers are dumb. This is known. I appreciate y'all trying to make me feel better. It's technology that fails us. It is. But like, I feel like if I keep having the same problems every time, at some point, like maybe it might just, I don't know. I feel like I should figure out a solution or something, you know? I think also the thing that kind of sucks is that since I only stream once a week, like, it's like too long to like really like figure out the problems, you know? Like every time I start stream, I'm like, oh, this is an issue. Let me just, fix it. And then I'm so fixated on just trying to get stream started that like once it works, I'm just like, okay, phew, thank goodness. And then I kind of forget that it's an issue until the next week when it's an issue again. And it's like, maybe I should try and solve that problem. But I never actually have time to or remember that it's a thing until it's too late, you know? Okay, let's get the music back in here. I killed that too somehow. Fresh. Apparently Spotify doesn't like it when you don't have any audio devices connected to your computer, and it literally refuses to play. It's like, Spotify, why do you know what I have connected to my computer? Shouldn't you just stream the music anyway and then let me worry about that? Apparently not. Hmm. I can't hear anything. But it looks like y'all can hear something, so... Question mark, question mark, question mark? I was in the cycle as well for a very long time with my webcam. I had to always unplug it and plug it back in, then reselect in OBS. Oh, interesting. Did you, like, ever figure out the root cause of that issue? Or did you just get a new webcam? There we go. Honestly, though, we haven't even doing 3 to 4 streams a week. Sadly, it's kind of out of our hands almost. Do you think so? Like, I never had a problem with this mic before. And I'm almost kind of wondering, like, is part of the reason, because usually I try and, like, you know, use Microsoft Remote Desktop to remote into my computer so that I can, like, look at my computer screen on my main monitor as opposed to, like, my side monitor. And I think without fail, like, whenever I remote desktop into it, I think it fucks with something. I think it fucks with, like, the peripherals somehow. Because remote desktop does this kind of cool thing where, like, you can actually use your, like, actual peripherals with, like, the remote desktop. Like, the remote computer will send signals to your actual present peripherals. And it's kind of neat. But the problem with that is that I think that it basically disconnects your physically connected peripherals, so. I arrived with some carne asada and lengua tacos. Oh, nice! Oh, you went with my recommendations after all? Cool. Let me know what you think of them. Yeah. I don't personally get lengua generally, but I know that it's a very popular option for people. But I like the carne asada. I'm all about carne asada. No, I did not. It just stopped happening. Driver update maybe. Oh, interesting. Huh. Interesting. Alrighty, should we get started on some shading? Some shading. Some shade. She still doesn't have any toes. I still don't have toes. It's okay. I don't have toes. Weird that I can't hear the music. I'm like, should I be bothered by this or should I just stop giving a fuck? Because I'm like really close to being out of fucks to give, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really fucking close. Oh, ow, my god. That was a mistake. Wearing skin color leggings, you know, that's what I wanted to say, but I also kind of I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't know that I want to. I don't know. Like, I want, like, those look like bare legs, you know, like, in all honesty, they look like bare legs because it's the same color as my skin, you know. I would probably have to like change the color a little bit. In an ideal world, we wouldn't have toes and don't need balance. No toes for me. That's not the right color. By the way, I think I've basically all but decided that I'm gonna get an iPad as my next tablet. I don't know when. But, you know, once that happens, that'll be the thing. I think the final nail in the coffin was probably, I don't know if any of y'all know Brad Colbo on YouTube. He does like all the like art tablet reviews. He's an artist. And like his review of the Surface Go 3, the 3, y'all, which is supposed to be better than this one because this is the Surface Go 1, like the first generation. It was like Surface no. Like that's literally the thumbnail. It was Surface no. And I was just like, okay, you know, maybe. Yeah. They're amazing, last forever. They do, but they're also expensive as balls. Like, an iPad 2 that is literally still being used? Wow. It also kind of depends though on like how you use it, because I'm sure like this would probably be a fine tablet for like, you know, very, very casual usage. And for someone who like wants more of like a tiny laptop, you know, because I've noticed that all the issues that I have with it stem from me trying to actually use it as a tablet. If I use it as a tiny laptop, it works great. It works fine. It's a little slow, but it works fine. But then when I try and use it as like, you know, a tablet, that's when all the problems start, which is ironic considering that it's supposed to be a tablet. It's like, but it does a shit job at being a tablet. It's much better at being a tiny laptop. And to be honest, I just don't need a tiny laptop, you know? Like, I need a tablet. So yeah. The decision is final. I just don't know when, what I'm gonna do it. I'm not in any particular rush, but oh, hey, Lemon! Also rhymes surface? Huh? Let's just say I did some work on Guitar Center for their demo computers that included tablets. About half of their iPad 1 and 2 still turned on and worked. Like the first iPad ever? Like Adam and Eve iPad? Wow. The thing about those though is that I'm pretty sure that I got like an iPad, first generation iPad for my grandma once, and like this was a few years ago, and you couldn't really use it anymore because YouTube, like a lot of the apps like were literally just not compatible with it anymore, you know? So it's kind of like, sure, maybe it turns on, but like, is it really usable? Not really. Not even for my grandma, who, you know, she doesn't need anything really other than to be able to like FaceTime her grandkids and watch YouTube videos, you know? Like, and she couldn't even do that, you know, because YouTube literally stopped supporting that model. So but yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. One of those tweeted videos was funny AF when you were trying to bring up your on-screen keyboard and kick you out. You know what? That happens to me literally all the time. Since I got this thing 3 years ago, that's been a problem. And again, if I plug the keyboard in, it's not a problem. And, you know, some people would be like, Ray, why don't you just plug the keyboard in? And I'm like, random person, why can't I use this tablet as a fucking tablet? Shouldn't it not do this bullshit? Like, and for 3 years, you know, I kind of did ignore it. You know, I kind of did just like, I was just like, okay, if I plug in the keyboard, it's not really an issue. And for 3 years, I did this. And 3 fucking years later, they still don't have their shit together. So I'm just like, okay. Photoshop is on iPad now. Clip Studio Paint is on iPad now. You can literally open files on the files. Okay, I'm switching. All the reasons why I ended up going with this one 3 years ago, when I was like deciding between a Surface Go or an iPad, like they're pretty much gone now, you know? Like all of the reasons why I went with this one, like it doesn't apply anymore. So I'm just like, there's literally no point. I just meant Surface No is a rhyme with Surface Go, but also Surface LMAO. True. I have an iPad 3 I use just for comics, and it can't be updated to the latest iOS, so I can't get YouTube Crunchyroll now. Ah, I see, yeah. Yeah, so it's like usable, quote unquote, in heavy asterisks, you know? It's like, can it turn on? Yes. Can you actually, you know, use it for what it's meant to be used for? Not really. Not really, no. Hey, Enzo. The pencil is amazing, I hear. Oh yeah, I mean, I've used it. And like, even just like on here, actually, can y'all see my, oh yeah, you can. Even just like on here, you know, you can, I can draw something and it's like, it's reasonably responsive, you know, like it's not bad, right? But like, there's just all these little things that make the iPad such a much better experience in general, so. You also had shitty experiences with tablets? Aw. Taking a desktop OS and trying to shoehorn it into being a tablet is a terrible idea, and the only reason they tried it is because they have billions of dollars to waste. Yeah, no, I agree. And the other that applies to the other way around. Taking a tablet OS and trying to shoehorn it into being a desktop OS, I think is also a terrible idea. It's like these are separate devices and they should be treated as such, I think, you know? Like you can make it work between them, like to an extent, for sure, you know? Absolutely have compatibility. Absolutely make it so that, you know, you can do some stuff, you know, on the go. But yeah, don't like mess with the fundamental operating system because that's just gonna be a bad time for everyone involved. I tore those tacos up so quickly, but they were worth it. Yeah, that burrito is fucking gone. It was demolished. I actually, like, pretty much never finish an entire burrito, so I'm questioning if I'm gonna regret it later. Tablets feel like the touchscreens on McDonald's. I mean, I think it really depends on which tablet you're talking about, because some of them don't feel that bad. In fact, some of them feel, you know, pretty nice. But yeah, there's definitely some garbage out there. Like most of like the cheapy tablets, like the Android ones, most of those are not really worth the money. But yeah, if you're drawing on like an iPad or even like here, like this isn't like the worst experience, you know, but it's just, you know, let me see if I can use Firefox even right now, because the other day I was gonna type something and it worked fine. So okay, so it's working right now, which is interesting because it literally wasn't that other time and I don't know why. That they would merge iPad and MacBook, that's a bad idea. Yeah, I even honestly, like, I think, I feel like adding a mouse to iPads is, like, incredibly fucking weird. Like, you know how, like, they have, like, the weird, like, circle thing that, like, you can connect a Bluetooth mouse to an iPad now, and, like, you'll just have, like, a weird circle, like, on your screen, and you can use it to, like, click on stuff, and I'm just like, what is wrong with you people? Why do you want this? It's a fucking tablet, for crying out loud. If you want a laptop, then get a laptop. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just because like iPads nowadays cost the same as fucking laptops. Like it's utterly ridiculous. They're so expensive, especially like on the higher end. So like maybe that's why people are more like, I don't want to spend a money on another device that I'm barely gonna use. You know, just combine it. Which is like, okay, fair, I guess. I still think it's a bad idea. $7 or $8 for a burrito? That's not bad. never fails, the classic let me demonstrate how shitty it is, but it doesn't happen when you try. Exactly. Which is why I'm glad that when it happened, I took a video. I was like, I'm gonna prove this shit is real. Not that I think Microsoft cares. Throw shade at tablets while shading. I think the only thing I'm gonna miss is gonna be the kickstand. Because the Surface Go, I think that's the best thing about it is literally like the kickstand is I don't have the words to describe how godly this kickstand is. And I am honestly like kind of confused why I keep looking at like iPad cases on Amazon, and no one on Amazon seems to sell an iPad case that has like a non-weird tri-folding kickstand. And I don't know. I mean, except for like the Logitech combo case. I think that's the only one that I've noticed that like it makes your iPad kind of like a Surface, in the sense that like it has like a nice kickstand that's like an infinity kickstand, and then it also has like a keyboard, but you can detach it from the keyboard. It's really nice. On a tablet, a kickstand is everything. I think so too. I think it's like it's so sleek and it's so good and it's so nice, and I don't understand why no one on the iPad side misses it. Like nobody makes a fucking like infinity kickstand for iPad, and I think that's mind-boggling. And I'm like, what am I missing here? How do you people draw? How do you people watch movies? But I guess they like use the weird folded one. But I don't like it because like something I've noticed, even when with this one, because like I have the what's it called? I have the Surface type cover keyboard, and I sometimes like occasionally I'll think, oh, I should bring my tablet into the kitchen so that I can listen to stuff while I'm, you know, like cooking or whatever. But then when I have the keyboard on it, you know, and I put the keyboard down, the counters, like they're all like dirty, and so I'm like, I don't want to put like the kickstand down on like dirty kitchen counters, you know? Or well, not the kickstand, but like the type cover, you know, because it like lays flat and it's like kind of felty, so it's gonna like pick up all of the like any like dirtiness that's like on the kitchen counters. And so I like always take it off, versus like if I just put the tablet down with like the kickstand, it's like literally the only thing touching the kitchen counter is a metal, you know, the metal bottom of it, just the edge and the edge of the kickstand. And so it's, I don't know, it feels like way better, and it also doesn't take up as much space. But like with those fucking like trifold things, I'm like, those things, like you're gonna put them everywhere, and they're gonna get like so dirty and like gross because they're like just laying flat on everything. Like, I don't know. But I guess no one else cares about that. You also can't get like different angles. I guess I'm the only one who cares about dirty iPad cases. You just use a regular trifold stand case? Doesn't it get dirty? So if I gotta send you unifying receiver my extra Logitech iPad case? Will you have an extra iPad case? What? How did you end up with 2? 9 times out of 10 stuff that I'm just like, phone would be so much more convenient for this, music, etc. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna like listen to music, you know, but sometimes it'd be nice. I think the appeal of a tablet particularly is because, you know, the screen's a little bit bigger, so I can see it from like a little bit farther away, which is cool because, you know, you don't want your phone all up in like exactly where you're cooking, right? Because you're gonna get like fucking onion juices and all that shit. So you want it a little bit far away, right? In which case, like, the bigger screen is better. But yeah, a lot of times I honestly just don't bother. Cause like, usually I also gotta get headphones and blah. I lose my iPad at my desk and by my bed. Oh, I guess that's fair. Angles mean everything to me, along with easily being able to go from vertical to horizontal. Yeah, same. I don't think I couldn't. I mean, one of the situations that in which I'd want to have it would be to, you know, stand it up in the kitchen, but not on a fucking trifold case because that shit's gonna get all dirty. You care about dirty cases, Lemon? What case do you have? Don't you have an iPad? What case do you have for iPad, Lemon? But yeah, the Logitech case, I think it's like the Logitech combo case. I saw it when I went to the Apple store a week or 2 ago, and it was literally the only one that had like an actual kickstand. Everything else was like trifold. And I'm like, why is, and it was like fucking like $250 or some shit, and I'm like, what? Can you rip off the keyboard and rip off the case and just give me the kickstand for 25 bucks, please? I'll take that. So many dirty word flap casings on people, and I'm like, bro, they meant to collect all that. Possibly. The keyboard broke on the first one and they sent another full set. Oh, yo, nice. Reasons like that is why I keep my Switch docked and never taken out. I paid like $150 for mine. Maybe I was like looking at the Pro one or something. I don't know. I can't remember. I remember it being like really expensive though. And me just being like, I don't want to pay this much for a keyboard I legit don't even want. Literally just want the kickstand. Yo, like... The problem, my issue with like the Logitech one is that it's very, very bulky. Like I don't actually want to, you know, put a case on my iPad. I actually want to, just like use it bare, basically. Like, oh, I have a sleeve that I can slip it into, like if I take it out. But generally, like, I would want to not use it with anything because I want to be able to, like, appreciate the prettiness of the rose gold. My case isn't dirty? Oh. So you have the trifold case, but you don't make it dirty. Is that what you're saying? I got my friend a copy of Death Stranding on PlayStation 4 for his iPad 3. Oh, you traded, basically. That's what you're saying, Maj? Kickstands are so out. I never use a kickstand. Instead of parking my bike, I just knock it over. That poor bike. That's why I never put a case on my iPhone. I like looking at it. That's why my iPhone case is clear. You know they have clear cases, right, Lemon? I guess I could get a clear case. I would not be against a very slim, very clear case with a kickstand on it for my iPad. I would not be against that. I do want a kickstand. I find it utterly ridiculous that literally nobody has a kickstand though. It's fucking bananas. My exact Logitech case at 83 bucks on Amazon. Really? Wait, can you send that to me, Creative? Please? I'm curious. I'm wondering if it's the same one. That's why my phone is cracked and not in a cool cracked. Oh, you have one of those built-in charger cases, Effie? Those are neat. I just carry around a tiny battery though. I also want to touch the iPhone, not a case. Fair. I don't like cases because I feel like it fucks with how the phone is intended to be held. More iPhone touchers, huh? Sounds like a kink. No, I mean, I guess it makes sense. But I just could never... I like the way that the phone looks without the case. But if I tried to go without a case, I would literally like crack my phone in half in 2 days. So that's not happening. You've never broken a phone, Maj? Wait, you really walk around with no case on your phone and you've never broken it? What can I? Oh, you're saying it's on iPhone and that's why it doesn't break. Y'all, I put my phone through so much shit though. Like one time I washed a phone. I told y'all about that, right? That I put a phone through a laundry because I forgot to take it out of my jeans pocket. This is back in like fucking middle school or something. I cannot. Back when we didn't use the phones so much. And I fucking put that I put my phone in my jeans pocket. I did not take it out. I put the jeans in the laundry. And then I washed my phone. It's for an iPad Pro 10.5. My iPhone is not cracked. God, that would feel horrible. Wait, I thought... Oh, so you were kidding? I thought it was. Isn't that why you're getting like a pink iPhone? I actually walked around with like a crack on the screen of my iPhone before this one for like a good chunk of time. It was a small crack. It wasn't like huge. But it was still a crack, you know? For some time, some months, I want to say, before I finally got, before I finally upgraded. Just because I was like, I don't have money to fix this right now. I always get a glass screen protector. I've broken those, but not an actual screen. Ooh, yeah, that happened with this one, actually. I got a crack on the screen protector, and then luckily my screen protector kit came with two, so I was just like, oh, okay, neat, and I just peeled it off and put the other one on it. I don't know what's happening. Isn't that how you wash phones? Yes. How to wash a phone. Step 1, put it in your jean pockets. Step 2, forget about it. Step 3, take your jeans off. Put them in the laundry machine. Step 4, turn it on. If you had an old enough phone. Oh, it was not fine, Lemon. It was not fine. It was fucking dead. I had to get a new one. I watched a PlayStation 1 memory card in my dreams. Oh no! I'm assuming it was dead after that, right? I went into a hot tub with my phone once along with my keys. Sorry? Was that an accident, or did you mean to do that, or? Oh wow, the memory card survived. Wow. Was it a razor? It was... No, it wasn't a razor. No, my friends had razors. Well, no, they didn't. I think one of my friends had a razor. But that was for rich kids. A razor ray. That's kind of catchy. A razor ray. Accident, started freaking out because I forgot I had stuff in my pockets. So you went into a hot tub with jeans? Or is this like one of those bathing suits that like has pockets on it? Razor phones were definitely the wannabe bougie. The crazer? Crazer? Wouldn't a new iPhone survive a wash? They're supposedly waterproof somewhat. That's a good question. I think you'd have to be pretty lucky. Those, I feel like washing machines are pretty intense. But it might, yeah. Oh, it was a bathing suit with pockets? Okay, got it, got it. Several years ago, my phone's battery got all swollen after a long day in the sun. Ooh, yeah, I've heard that'll happen. Heat and phones do not get along. Phones actually don't get along with much, do they? They're very baby. Phones are very baby. Very demanding, picky baby. Your phone battery's gonna have a baby. Okay, I think it's... Get the fan on the video card! Okay, so, first of all, I think they're doing tests in my complex, so... Yeah, the fire alarm keeps randomly going off. Sorry for the scream. But yeah, it's... It's not actually an emergency, everything's fine. They're just doing tests. But yeah, actually, Effie, fun fact, oh! Okay, no, it's fine, I promise. It's not my kitchen. They're doing tests. It is a smoke alarm, yeah, Maj. They're doing tests on the smoke and fire alarms. Oh! Of course this would happen to me. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep one finger on the mute button for now. Oh hey GD Cat, welcome to the party. Oh no, they're like, she's back on stream falling. You would think. That's what it feels like sometimes, for sure. This is Fire Alarm Tuesday. Yeah. This is, I'm being told it should be the last one, so... Yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely startling. But you know, they gotta check the systems, make sure you're not gonna die if there's a fire, right? Oh, right, I was gonna say, I was like, I feel like I got interrupted. I was gonna say, Effie, fun fact, I am not using a capture card right now. I'm actually streaming this wirelessly. Wah! So there's this cool thing, that Creative told me about that's called, like, NDI. It's just the letters NDI. And I don't know what it stands for, but it's basically like this OBS plugin that you can put it on any computer with OBS and then turn it on, and then OBS will essentially stream its contents to your local area network, and then any other computer with OBS can pick that up and yeah, include it in a broadcast basically. So that's what I'm doing. It's pretty cool. Works pretty well, right? Y'all couldn't even tell. There is a delay, I'll admit. Like there's like a 1.5 second delay between like when I do something on my tablet and when it like actually shows up. But I'm not too mussed or fussed about it because, you know, the timing isn't like super critical. And it's only like I don't see it because I'm working on my tablet, which doesn't have a delay. It's just a delay between like my VTubers reactions perhaps and like you know, the action that I'm doing. But it's not super critical for that to be timed perfectly, so I'm not super worried about it. The good part about that is I have 0 cables, na 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 na, 0 cables on my desk, so makes me really happy. Your security alarm went off and it was so loud. Wait, was someone breaking into your house or something, or were they just testing it or something? Everybody's favorite wireless because we live in the future. I know, but apparently my new computer is from the past. I apparently got a motherboard from the 1990s, so. What's NDI? Non-disclosure agreement. Hey Kona, how are you doing? Hi. Welcome in. I have no favorite art. I won't request not for you to know a favorite. I like them all equally good. Okay, fair enough. So you have OBS running on tablet to capture Clip Studio and on your other computer to put in avatar and other stuff. Yes, exactly, Lemon. You had to fix it via phone? Oh no, that sounds terrible. Yeah, a few months ago there was like, I guess the fire alarms were like, they needed like to be changed, or battery changes or something like that. So, for a while, like, there was just like half of the fire alarms in the house suddenly started like intermittently beeping. Just like every minute or so, every couple minutes. It was like enough to drive someone up the wall. Parents don't pick favorite children, but it's your sister. The secret is that all motherboards are from the 90s? What? They're all running firmware that kept getting upgraded and upgraded, so there's definitely some legacy cruft in there? Ooh. Security alarm went off because there was a huge storm? Oh. Your security decided that it wanted to let you know that it was broken. That makes sense. Synchronized they weren't even synchronized. That's like the worst part. They were like asynchronized. We ended up having to change all the freaking batteries. But it was a rough week. You know, I think my biggest worry with the whole like unifying receiver thing is that you know, like I saw some on Amazon and obviously they're only like 12 bucks or so, which isn't that bad. Um but I have a concern, which I feel like would turn out to be true, especially given my luck. Are we gonna go start making dinner, Creative? Okay. Make something yummy. You just remove all the batteries at me. I hope for your sake there's never a fire in your place. But yeah, so like the little dongle things, I'm pretty sure, especially the ones that like pair with like mice and keyboards, you know, they're like multiple whatevers. I worry that it wouldn't be detected as a keyboard. Because you know how like when you get like a new mouse or a keyboard that has like the dongle, like it's paired to it, right? Like they're paired to each other, because otherwise, like what would keep, you know, what if you bought like 3 mice, or what if like, you know, the person in the office next to you bought the same exact mouse? How would, you know, the dongles know which to connect to, right? They're paired. There's some sort of like pairing done, which I imagine is what sort of tells like the software like what it is, quote unquote. And I feel like, you know, if you were to lose one of the dongles and you have to buy a new one, you have to like repair it essentially. So I worry that if I were to buy one of those like new dongles on the internet, it just wouldn't be paired to anything, and so if you plug it in, the computer's not really gonna know what it is. And that's my, I think, biggest concern with the dongle situation. I'm pretty sure that like it detects my mouse as a mouse, like the wireless dongle one, but you know, it's paired to the mouse, so. Why would I want to be awake when a fire brings my house down? That sounds terrible. I mean, I'm pretty sure you'd probably wake up eventually, right? It's not like you'd stay asleep through that. I've heard that like dying by a fire is like one of the worst ways to die. Not to be morbid. It's true though, that's what I've heard. Let the smoke inhalation put me into that deep sleep. Oh my god. You usually die by smoke inhalation? Interesting. I don't think I knew that. Reminded me of when I heard the worst way to die is by drowning. I guess we'll never really know, huh? Cause like, if someone dies by drowning, they can't die by a fire and then be like, oh yeah, so this one was definitely worse. Oh god. A tear maker of ways to die. Jesus Christ. I'd only do that for like Halloween or something. I wonder why quicksand would fall in that tier list. Wait, what? Oh, where quicksand would fall in that tier. You know, for a while I didn't know that quicksand was real. I thought it was just like a made-up thing that for movies, you know, like Aliens or Santa Claus. But apparently it's real. I like how your idea to do would be to make it festive. I don't know, otherwise I feel like it's too depressing, right? Imagine thick, wet sand entering your throat and then agonizing drowning via sand? Oh, it is real, but you can't actually die from it? Oh. Contrary to popular belief, it's actually not even quite. Oh, so it's like slow? It's slow sand? You can totally die by quicksand, but it's like being crushed? That doesn't sound pleasant at all. Quicksand is dangerous. Did anyone watch The Princess Bride? I don't really remember much of that movie. To be completely honest. Isn't quicksand just aerated sand? I'm not entirely sure what aerated means in this context. but also I don't know. I thought it was like sand with like a lot of water in it. That's what I like really like mushy sand. More liquefied sand soup. Yeah, basically. Google says no. Today I learned my quicksand fears were for not. Wait, Google says wait. So what does Google say quicksand is? What if you died in a vat of as seen on TV kinetic sand? Would that kill you? What if you just like, you know, hold your breath or hold your hands over your mouth so that you don't breathe any in? Like, could you really die? I feel like you'd just be highly uncomfortable at worst, and then someone could rescue you. They just say that people are too buoyant? I see. You find me in sand, don't rescue, please. Maj, I'm so confused. I remember having the quicksand conversation in my psychology class because we were going over how to cope with death. Well, today I learned. Interesting. Yeah, I guess someone's imagination just ran wild when they heard about quicksand. They were like, "Oh, what if you could die in it?" Oh, and that's how everyone's nightmares began. Oops. How am I supposed to cope with this knowledge? Wait, F, you want... Pretend you didn't hear it. That's what I do. You just wanted the opportunity? You just wanted the opportunity to go into quicksand? Okay, if you won't make a tier list and make a top 10 list. Wait, a top 10 like as in like the worst ways to die? I feel like that'd be bottom 10. Top 10 best worst ways to cease living. To cease living. To pass on. To desist. To desist breathing. Bike Channel had this dumb show, 1,000 Ways to Die, and it was so stupid and awesome. Did y'all ever see that, like, ad? It was like this really cute animated ad, and it was called, Dumb Ways to Die. Did y'all ever see that? It had like a song to go with it, and it was like, I think it ended up being like an advertisement in the end for like some like New Zealand or I don't know. It wasn't America though. I can tell you that much. It was like some other country ad. Something trains. But yeah, it was great. It was a little app game. Dumb Ways to Die was an app game? Or 1,000 Ways to Die? Oh, yeah. Dumb Ways to Die too. Yeah. Dude, I loved that. I thought the animation was adorable, and I thought, the lyrics were hilarious. Oh, it's Australian, yes. They got acquired by a game company? Oh. Are you talking about that one I posted in your Discord? Let me see. Yes. Yes, that one. That one's up, exactly. Oh, interesting. So it was an ad, and it was such a popular ad that a game company acquired it and decided to make games for it? That's strange. That's cool though. And of course they're making fucking NFT. Oh no. Wow. I know was being all poop, but cute drawing. Oh, thank you, Kona. I'm glad you like it. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry your internet's is being all poop. I think technology is being poop for a lot of people lately. The technology grows ever so sentient. Hmm. This one also gonna have highlights, by the way, or it's gonna be more you. Highlight? Oh, you mean like blonde highlights? Yeah. Wouldn't having blonde highlights be more Mimi? I want to dye my hair so bad. Oh, why don't you, Effie? What's stopping you? I'm worried I'm gonna hurt my hair, but that would happen no matter what, if I dyed my hair or not. Oh, you mean you're worried about like the damage that the dye would do to your hair? It would happen anyway if I dyed your hair. Yeah, I mean, I think any amount of bleaching is going to sort of, you know, process your hair a little bit. But I don't know, I feel like if you like Marsh said, if you find the right stylist, like they can minimize it. And it's probably not that big a deal, I feel. When I either go super black or super white. Oh, those are two very different things. Well, if it makes your decision any easier, I think going super dark is less damaging because you're adding pigment as opposed to stripping it. Half and half. Oh my god. Like, who is it, like, is it Sia who dyes her hair like half black and half white, or someone else? But the problem with dyeing it black is that it's gonna be a hell of a time getting it out. If you ever wanna, you know. Yeah, the icon. I would give my little sister a run for her money. Is your little sister's hair dyed super red? Not saying you should ever do your hair in any way for my sake, but red hair is totes my kryptonite. She has auburn hair? Oh, I see. You're just gonna be auburner, right? Wait, it changes colors when she cuts it? What kind of magic hair is that? Yeah, we're looking pretty good, I think. Actually, it might just be that it gets really red in the summer, which is usually when she cuts her hair. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. You would want to cut your hair in the summer when you don't want, you know, when it's like hot. You don't want like long hair like warming you up more than necessary. You like it, Nugget? Thank you. Yay. Hair also gets lighter in color when it's shorter and been under the sun enough. Interesting. That's very interesting. I don't think I've ever noticed that. This is a thumbs up, right? I don't want it to come off as a middle finger. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a thumb. I think the idea of the idea of YouTube having a middle finger emote is so funny. I guess the question is whether or not I want to have a mini goth phase, which looks fun. If it looks fun to you, it sounds like you want to have a mini goth phase. I'll tell you that I have never wanted to have a mini goth phase. I've never even been a little bit enticed. Does not seem fun at all. So, I think if you think it looks fun, you want it. I've wanted white hair since way back in junior high. Interesting. Her Targaryen face. I remember really liking Dany's hair in Game of Thrones. I always thought it was so, like, I don't know, it was just like really nice and really long and just really like coiffed and perfect all the time. What phase would you go for? Magical girl, bougie? I don't know. K-pop? Probably K-pop. K-pop fashion phase, probably. I've always wondered how black hair would look on me. My best friend thinks I would look too goth because I'm already pretty pale. I guess your hair's not really black, huh? It's more like brown. But yeah, I think that skin tone is definitely a factor. Like if you're I don't feel like you come up I don't know. I know that on Twitch the streamer Dizzy Kitten, she is currently blonde, but before that she had a very much like a goth-ish slash emo-ish phase, where she dyed her hair black. And she was streaming, you know, while she had her hair dyed black and all these dark colors, and then she suddenly like went blonde and everyone was like, whoa. And I remember that I thought that she looked like an angel. And I was like, wow, I feel like blonde hair really suits her. And now whenever I see pictures of her from back when she had dark hair, I feel like it just doesn't suit her at all. Like, I feel like she looks way too pale. And she's like, sometimes she thinks about like, she's like, oh, I wonder if I should go dark. And I'm like, I don't think you should. I don't think it suits you. Like, you look like angelic with blonde hair. You should keep the blonde. Maybe like, you know, like a lighter, like rose gold or something. I think she said that she's considering like rose gold, which would look probably pretty good. But yeah, like dark color, like she's super freaking pale. Like it would not look good on her at all. I mean, she's pretty. Like it wouldn't make her ugly by any means, but it doesn't suit her the same way lighter hair does. There was a girl in junior high who dyed her hair the same white as snow. I always think about her because it was so ridiculously pretty. Interesting. Yeah, she might have had the skin tone for it. Mind if I ask who this is? Oh yeah, Dizzy Kitten, yeah. It's noticeably different from my friends and family who actually have black hair. Interesting. Huh. That's kind of cool. Wow, her hair is so shiny. Are you talking about Dizzy Kitten? Yeah. Yeah, she's got great hair. She's one of my inspirations. I could never go blonde though, I don't think. Wouldn't suit me. Hi, the cat has arrived. Hey, last meow. Welcome. It's really hard to take care and maintain your hair. I kind of agree. I do think that it's there's a lot that goes into it, I think. And there's a lot of sort of like figuring stuff out and what works for you too, because what works for one person isn't necessarily like the same thing that will work for someone else. So I think that's the part that takes the longest, but I think once you kind of figure it out, it gets easier. I do think it gets easier. Every time I try stuff, my scalp gets super upset. Oh no! Interesting. Yeah, that sounds like you might have a sensitive scalp. Yeah, that makes things more difficult, unfortunately. It's gotten back to dark brown lately with lockdown, but it's still brown enough to have a warm color to it when there's light shining on it. Oh, that makes sense. I bet a pro would know just the right things. Yeah, I think that might be one of your first steps, maybe. Is trying to find a hairstylist who might know what they're... The difficult part though is that like hairstylists don't always know everyone's hair either, you know? And a lot of times it's not easy to know who's good and who isn't, you know? Like you could go to a hairstylist and if you don't know any better, you know, they could tell you, oh yeah, you should do this and this and this. And then you trust them because you think that, you know, they're a hairstylist and they know what's best, but it might not necessarily work for you. And you wouldn't know because you're not a pro either, you know? Actually a good idea to shampoo with this 3 times a day. Yeah, no. That's the one, I think I've said it before, but that's like the best thing that has happened to my hair that I've learned. But I can't talk, but yes, don't wash your hair every day. Basically. It dries it out. And I think that my hair has been way happier ever since I wash it only like twice a week now. For hair people, gotta find someone independent and build a rapport with them. Is that what you did, Lemon? Yes? Wow, I didn't expect that much excitement in your answer. My little sister's mother-in-law is a hairstylist. I went to her this last time I got my haircut and wasn't very happy with it. Aw, I'm sorry. Perhaps care advice though, she was nice and everything. Yeah, I mean, it's also just like, there's taste involved as well. Like, what one person likes might not necessarily be, you know, what the other person likes. So, you know, they might recommend and be like, oh, I think this would look good with your face shape. But then you look at it and you're like, I'm not really feeling it, you know, or whatever. Your shadows and coloring are so good, right? Oh, thank you! Thank you, thank you. It had a decent amount of practice with like cell shading style. So I feel pretty confident with it. Reasonably confident anyway. Mm. I got a haircut over the summer that I really loved. Then one around December or so and I hated it. Wait, was it the same hairstylist? I try not to shampoo my hair too frequently, but I can't not shampoo it if I've been out because I worry about COVID. Oh, that's interesting. I have literally never thought about that in my entire life. My hair giving me COVID. Now I'm gonna be paranoid, thanks. Cell shading is so much fun in programming. Wait, you can program cell shading? What? My hair person was introduced to me by someone I know. She's excellent. My only problem is that I don't go out often enough, so my hair gets out of control sometimes, like now. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. They always say that you should cut your hair like super frequently. If you have short hair, you should cut it like once a month or something. And if you have long hair, you should cut it like once every 3 months. That shit gets expensive fast though. I'm like, how about once every 6 months? How does that sound? I also don't like going too often because I feel like every time I go, there's a risk that they're gonna cut it too short. And I'm like, I'm trying to grow it out. Leave me alone. I moved away from the last stylist. Oh, that's right. That's right. September. Wow, was it really September? Huh. Damn. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Guess you gotta keep looking around now. You can. That's also very easy to mess up. Oh, I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oops. I love going there. She always knows what to do. I don't even have to say anything. We just talk about other stuff. Oh, that's great. I'm glad you found someone like that. That's pretty cool. I'm supposed to go every 3 or 4 weeks or so. Why do you not go? Do you just like get busy? I'm busy or sometimes just don't feel like it. Fair enough. What the heck? Wait, why is my phone not charging? Hold on one second. Wait, it is charged. Okay. I should put it on battery mode. I think the funny part is that my phone, when I do this, it like it takes up more battery. It takes up battery faster than it charges. Did it do some weird thing where it didn't update? No, it basically just, I have it, it's charging, but it's just not charging fast enough to make up for the battery that it's losing by doing the VTube thing. Essentially. But I put on, like, streaming mode, so it should hopefully take up less battery now. If you use an iPad charger, maybe it would be better. My phone is connected to my computer. Technically though, it's connected to a USB-A port, so maybe what I could do is, since Xena has a USB-C port, I could try connecting it via the USB-C? Wish lightning would actually be lightning sometimes. Well, we might not have to worry about it for longer because supposedly Apple's probably gonna be dropping, because of the UK thing where they are mandating everyone use USB-C for all like electronics charging. It might, you know, might have to be a USB-C phone next. iPhone. Which I honestly, personally would be okay with. Get me a USB-C phone, get a USB-C iPhone, pink and has no notch, and I would buy that shit up so fast. So fast! Oh, the computer USB ports don't really charge fast? Oh. What if I plug it into USB-C? Finally, although I don't know if I'll update if they go back to rounded edges. Rounded edges? On the phone? You mean instead of like... You mean like the actual edges of the phone? You want them to be straight and sharp? Not the display. I'm considering getting an iPhone 13 mini. They're making small phones again and I want to vote with my wallet. Oh yeah, I have a 12 mini. Yeah, you should... Oh. Well, yeah. Wouldn't be a bad idea. I guess I should say the sides. The sides being flat like they are on the 12 and much older, very... Oh, I see, yeah. Interesting. I don't think I particularly mind that much about the sides. So, I mean, if they stay flat, like, I'm okay with it. If they round them, I'm okay with that too. Personally, I don't really have an issue with either, so... But yeah, maybe you could get the iPhone 13, Enzo, and that way you could be a VTuber. Honestly, I've been thinking about it lately, and I'm kind of glad that Nintendo isn't releasing a pink Switch. Because this means that I can save my money to buy an iPad instead. After all, I can write off an iPad. I'm using it for artistic business purposes. I cannot write off a Nintendo Switch. I just have a case on my phone, so the shape of the sides don't make much of a difference. Yeah, me either, really. I'm actually currently using an 11 Pro Max, so I think I could be a VTuber now. Oh, yeah, you could. Yeah. If it has Face ID, you could, yeah. It's true. Switch write-off used for art research. Wait. What? Right off that Switch and say I thought it was a tablet. Don't come for me, Iris. Technically, actually, I think you can draw on the Switch. I might get around to trying live 2D one of these days if I'm feeling creative enough. Making my PNG tuber was fun. Oh, I bet it was. Yeah. Totally. I still want to update my VTuber. I want to update her. I want to like give her hairstyles and different earrings and different outfits, and I want to make a full body, and I want to make her wave and like all this shit. Everything. It's a project though, and I'm busy, and updating my VTuber unfortunately doesn't pay me, so I need to prioritize the projects that are giving me money, unfortunately. But yes, once I inevitably end up with some free time and no work, I'm sure that playing around with my VTuber would be fun too. Dress up, right? Exactly. Oh, it would be so cool to like have commands where like y'all can like pick to like add shit to my VTuber. Is that a thing? Can I connect that with like StreamerBot? Like you guys do like hat or whatever, and then it like adds a hat, or like, you know, I don't know, exclamation point like hair up, and then like, you know, it changes my hairstyle. Oh my god, that'd be so fun. I wouldn't even make them cost anything either. It would just be cool. Just be fun. You could do it on Tuesdays a little bit at a time. Yeah, you're right. It's true. I could. Like automatically dress it up. Yeah, I guess I could do it manually. Technically. But I think it'd be more fun. And like less work for me if it could happen automatically, you know? Hat, fedora, jacket, trench coat. Wow. Oh my god, a fedora. I feel like the arm board or the light could actually make that doable. Maybe. Milady enabled. But the thing is, it would have to plug in specifically with VTube Studio, you know? Like, it would have to be compatible and plug in with VTube Studio, I think. And I don't think it is. I don't even think like Leoranboard or StreamerBot can like do YouTube chat. To be honest. Like I don't think they're compatible with like pulling commands or monitoring a YouTube chat and pulling commands from it. You'd need a Milady audio clip. Ah. Oh, welcome back, Creative. Oh, wow. I feel like that was a fast meal. Oh, right. YouTube is weird and awkward. It's true. It's true. It is. Looking good, Ray? Thanks. Yeah, every so often I wonder, I'm like, should I just stream on Twitch instead? Part of me kind of wants to. Because I feel like I could do so many cool stuff. But the other part of me kind of wants to stick with YouTube. I think I've still got 3 more months in my quote-unquote trial period. And that's what I'm gonna evaluate. I do like the fact that my streams stay indefinitely, because it's like, I don't know, you know, it's like people can see my process if, you know, they find my art on other areas of the internet, and then they're like, oh, she has a YouTube channel. Oh, I'm gonna, you know, see her process. But then another part of me kind of wonders, like, does anyone really want to like watch a past live stream of a drawing as it happens without even being able to talk to the artist in question as it's happening, right? YouTube is so hard to get a foot in, more so than Twitch, but a much better payoff, supposedly. Supposedly. Isn't there a way to export Twitch VODs to YouTube? There is, Lemon. But I feel like the value of doing that would be even less, you know? Because it's like, here at least, like the original VOD being streamed on here originally already enables me to have at least that much. You know, there's like chat here, and there's like some actual like views on the video. So, you know, it wouldn't just be like, oh, here's a video, here's like all these videos with 0 views, you know? At least there's like, oh, well, at least, you know, the video has like 35 views or 40 views. And then it doesn't look so potentially unappealing to like a newcomer. Whoops. I sometimes go back to see what I missed if I had to leave early or something. Oh, okay. That's good to know, Maj. Thank you. Type L? What? What is happening? YouTube live streaming is kind of like Windows as a tablet OS. The UI wasn't really made for it to begin with, so there are weird things. There are. The thing about it is that sometimes, you know, you kind of want to root for the underdog a little bit because, you know, they have other benefits that like maybe like the main dog doesn't. But the problem with like trying to root for the underdog is that they're generally the underdog for a reason. You know, and then you miss out on a lot of cool things that like the main dog has. I keep saying main dog like that's a term, but I don't think that's a term. Overdog? All the keyboard is gone? Oh, you were trying to time? Yeah, so the thing about Twitch is that it's like, you do get like the VOD, and so like, you know, if people want to sort of like see what they miss, like they can do that, and there's obviously a benefit to doing that, but I do kind of wonder, I feel like the benefit of having the VOD on indefinitely kind of like dwindles very sharply. Like there's a very sharp drop off of benefit of having it the VOD on perpetually versus just, you know, for 2 weeks to allow people to catch up, and then after that it's kind of like it's so behind that there's basically no point anymore. Twitch versus YouTube is kind of Google versus Amazon, both big dogs really. That's fair. But as far as streaming goes, I feel like Twitch is kind of the big dog, the overdog. Can you imagine if Apple made a live stream platform? Oh my god, that would be actually bananas. Front runner, front runner. That's a good term. I think that's a real term. Yes, thank you, Enzo. How am I feeling about these highlights? It's not looking so good. Not feeling too good about them. FaceTime broadcasting? We think we're gonna love it? Oh no! I always think we're gonna love it! Why do you think we would love it, Apple? Why? We need a dog platform? for dogs to live stream on? Regular dog level? The middle runner. Does anyone else absolutely love coffee? Not me. I thought at least one other person would be like, yeah, coffee. Maybe Kylie? Maybe 2chain would. Literally, I'm still looking for who the fuck asked Facebook to get into that virtual reality. Was me. Sorry, I'm testing the pen. I only really drink coffee from coffee shops as a treat, but not as an everyday thing. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think coffee shops are definitely like more of a treat thing for me. I dislike Facebook about as much as I love coffee. And yet, wait, do you still have a Facebook account, Lemon? They invested so much money into it, and I'm sure it's not gonna do well, and they could have spent that money improving how broken Facebook is and make people like it again. I say suppress Facebook. I don't know if how would they improve? Actually, that's a good question. How would they improve how broken Facebook is? I'm curious. Neopet's about to capitalize off Facebook's downfall. Why does YouTube limit me to 200 character? Oh, that's a good question. I didn't know that actually. But yeah, everything is sorted now in non-chronological order. I have a Facebook account only because I need to have it for business. Oh, I see. Wait. Really? Do you have to? And give a million ways too much to type for 200 characters? You can't even give us the TLDR version? You like chronological timeline. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. I honestly can't think of what they could do to make it better. Yeah, he's the only lemon in the entire universe apparently. Just look up lemon. Just type the emoji lemon. I don't have to, but the account is sort of just sitting there. It's not hurting me or benefiting them, so I'll leave it for now. Are you sure it's not benefiting them, Lemon? Are you sure they're not using it to drop little cookies on all of your devices and figure out what you're up to and what you're interested in and what you're buying and then build a profile? Because that's probably exactly what they're doing. There's a famous Canadian drag queen named Lemon? Interesting. How long they had that name, maybe I was first. You're like, I am the one true Lemon. Honestly, right now that really matters that much if I never click on the ads and they don't anything remotely me on the ads I get. They don't anything remotely me on the ads I get. All the subtle ads marketing targeting you and your coffee addiction. I don't have the app installed in Nuclear Cookies and tracking. That's fair, yeah. I started loving coffee before Facebook existed. Yeah, but maybe now you love coffee more. Jokes on Facebook, I don't even drink coffee. You're probably first. Can't see how long she's used any, but I don't think she's been doing drag for that long. She's pretty young, mid-20s, and only got on TV 2 years ago. Oh. Not sure how I'm feeling about these blonde streaks. I feel like they could be a little stronger, but probably time for me to head out. I had this name since Xbox 360 days. Yeah, and then you were probably first. It is the aroma and addictive caffeine and other coffee chemicals that make me love coffee more. Yeah. That's probably it. Though, to be honest, I'm not a fan of the aroma. There's like a sharp bitterness to it. And I'm not like... that I'm not really into. Oh, but I just got here. You've been here the whole time! Alright, I'm gonna go see if I need to eat more after this burrito or if I'm just gonna go into a coma for 24 hours. Thank y'all for joining me. Oh, you got a meeting at 7? Okay, well, good luck on your meeting, Creative. Some coffee is bitter? I think pretty much all coffee is bitter. That's usually coffee's thing, is being bitter. Some coffee smells real nice. Sometimes it's bitter dew water. Enjoy the near burrito. Sorry, you still don't have toes. It's okay. I'll live somehow. Alright. Bye. Have a good evening, all.